Welcome to the University of Michigan Intramural Sports Program Winter 2 Online Manager Meeting. Up first, we'd like to introduce our Intramural Sports staff. First is our Senior Assistant Director, Cheryl Gendrico Wright. Next up is our Assistant Director, Nick DeMarkey. We also have an intern for the semester, Andy Bainline. And finally, we have our student coordinators, Jordan Thiem, Tyler Ankney, Melissa Wolak, and Josh Bostwick. To get things started, we want to talk about the most important part of intramural sports, sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship benefits everyone, and one person exhibiting bad sportsmanship can make an otherwise fun experience much less enjoyable. In order to maintain the proper playing environment, the sportsmanship rating policy has been established. Each contest will be rated by the officials. Teams will begin the game or event with 10 sportsmanship points. During the course of the contest, teams may lose points if their behavior deteriorates. Point deductions have been broken down into the following 3 levels. Level 1 is a 1-point deduction and is the least severe. This includes things such as verbal warnings and administrative penalties. Level 2 is a 3-point deduction and is the middle category. This includes things such as certain in-game penalties along with spectator infractions. Level 3 is a 7-point deduction and is the most severe. This level includes things such as flagrant ejections and alcohol consumption. There are also sport-specific deductions for each level that can be viewed here. We do our best to promote positive sportsmanship, and one way we do this is through our Team Sportsmanship Award, which is awarded to teams who exhibit great sportsmanship. If you would like to nominate a team, please email us at intramurals@umich.edu. There is a zero-tolerance policy in regards to alcohol. It is not allowed at any of the facilities, nor should it be used prior to or during any intramural events. Anyone suspected of consuming alcohol prior to their event will be ejected and their game will be forfeited. Along with that, we have a zero-tolerance policy regarding verbal or physical abuse towards officials, supervisors, and other participants. We are here to promote sportsmanship, and no abuse will be tolerated. Here at the University of Michigan, we offer several different league types. First, we offer our single-sex leagues. These include our independent men's and women's, fraternity, residence hall, graduate faculty staff, sorority, and our all-campus leagues. In all of our men's leagues, we do allow female participation. Additionally, we offer co-recreational leagues. Please note that in all of our co-rec leagues, there is a certain number of males and females that are needed to participate at the same time. Within each of our leagues, we offer divisions based on the skill level of your team. The A League is for the most competitive teams. The B League is moderately competitive, and the C League is for teams who are there mainly for recreational purposes. All currently enrolled students with valid M cards, faculty and staff with Rec Sports memberships, and anyone else who has purchased a Department of Rec Sports membership will be eligible to participate in intramural sports. Any of those participants may play on one co-rec team and one non-co-rec team per sport per season. So, you can play on men's or women's team and also on a co-rec team. You cannot participate in a res hall league along with a fraternity league, as those are both considered single-sex leagues. Current intercollegiate athletes are not allowed to compete on an intramural team in their sport or a related sport. For example, a current football player cannot play flag football, but they can participate in our basketball leagues. Additionally, teams are only allowed to have one current club athlete and one ex-varsity athlete on an intramural team in their sport or related sport. So, the club softball team could not create a softball team, but they are more than welcome to play mini soccer. When you arrive at your game, you should present your M card to the official on your court or field who is checking players in. If someone on your team misuses an M card, your team will not be eligible to participate in the playoffs. All players that are going to participate in the game must have their M card checked in by the game official. Additionally, players must be on the roster in order to play in that game. To get on the roster, players must join their team on our scheduling website, umich.athleague.com. All players must join the team on the website before they can participate in any games. Now are some important notes about the rosters. As the manager of your team, you will need to make sure that these things are taken care of by 12 noon, the day of your game, or by noon on Friday if your game is on Sunday. Once again, these need to be done by noon the day of your game, or if your game is on Sunday, by Friday the week before. First, make sure your roster is set on the Athleague website. To do this, you need to make sure that all of your players have individually created profiles both on Athleague and have registered for your individual team. If someone is not added to the roster by noon the day of your game, or by noon Friday for a Sunday game, that person will not appear on the game day roster and will not be allowed to play in the game that night. It is important to note that players must have participated in at least one regular season game to be eligible to play in the playoffs. So, as the manager, it is your responsibility that each player is on your roster by noon the day of your game, or if your game is on a Sunday, by noon on Friday. If you need more players for your team, you can use our free agent board that is located on the Athleague website. If during your game you feel that the rules of the game have been unfairly administered, your team may protest that particular event provided the protest procedure adheres to the following guidelines. It is important to note that all protests can be made by the team manager only. A rules interpretation protest occurs based on a misinterpretation of the rules by the official and must be made to an official at the time the alleged misinterpretation occurs and prior to the next live ball. An administrative interpretation protest occurs based on misinterpretation of the intramural sports policies and procedures and must be made by the end of the game. An eligibility protest involves a player's eligibility in a contest in which the protesting team participated in and must be made before the next live ball. You will then see the supervisor on site and receive a protest form. These protest forms must be submitted with a $20 down payment to the Intramural Sports Building main office by 4:30 p.m. the next business day following your game. Inclement weather happens, and there isn't much we can do about it. If this does happen, decisions made will be posted on our Facebook and Twitter pages, or you can call the Intramural hotline at 734-763-0050. Forfeits should be avoided at all costs. Not only does it affect your team, it also affects the team you should have been playing. A forfeit happens when a team does not have enough players to play in the game. If this happens, the opposing team will have the option to either take the win or to wait 10 minutes to see if the other team will arrive. If the team still doesn't arrive after 10 minutes, it will be a forfeit. If you know your team will not have enough players, please let us know so we can try to fill that game with another team. If your team forfeits, it will result in a loss for the game, as well as a loss of 7 SRS points. Now, on to the biggest question. Will your team make the playoffs? The quick answer is every team has a chance to make the playoffs. However, there are certain occurrences that will prevent a team from making the playoffs. One of these is if a player on a team improperly uses an M card. Additionally, you cannot have forfeited more than one game, and at the base of the pyramid, your team must finish the regular season with at least 31 SRS points. In the playoffs, teams must maintain 7 or more SRS points or else the game will be forfeited. At the University of Michigan, we also offer 2 separate playoff brackets. If your team's winning percentage during the regular season is 50% or better, you will make the A level or championship playoffs. Conversely, if your team's winning percentage during the regular season is less than 50%, you will make the B level or consolation playoffs. Please mark your calendars now for our playoff instant scheduling, which will take place on Tuesday, March 27th. If you need help signing up, you can click the link below, which will take you to a video which will explain the process in more depth. The Stevenson Cup is our all-year points championship and is comprised of 3 different components: achievement, sportsmanship, and participation. It is important to note that your team will need to compete in the A division and keep the same team name throughout the year in order to be able to participate in the Stevenson Cup. If you're interested in getting more involved with the Intramural Sports Program, you can join the Intramural Sports Program Advisory Council, or IMSPAC. IMSPAC was formed to assist with the development and promotion of all aspects of the intramural program. They help with things ranging from new policy development to disciplinary actions. If you're looking for a job, why not become an intramural official? We have very flexible scheduling with training and uniforms provided. Come and meet new friends and earn Stevenson Cup points for your team. For more information, contact our Assistant Director Nick DeMarchi at ndmar@umich.edu or by calling 734-936-0607. Stay connected with us through our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages, or check out our offerings at our Rec Sports website. If you have any questions regarding what you've seen in this video, please don't hesitate to contact us at intramurals@umich.edu. To complete your requirements, you must complete the manager quiz along with a sport-specific quiz. You can click on the links below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.